What's going on? Hello! It's like, what's going on? What's taking so long? Okay, Power Coach Alishia here. All right, you guys, let me just make sure sound is on and things are good. And then we're gonna rock and roll. Plus, we also have to wait for, people who are running a little bit late. Yes, I'm one of those people who starts their webinar a little bit after the time. I like to do about 5 minutes after the start time. So if people are rushing in here, they can get in. It'd help if I spell my name right. Just want to make sure the sound is good. A little bit after the time. Woo! It works. All right. So say hi to me in the comments. Be like, what's up, what's up, what's up? Like whatever you want to say. So say hi to me in the comments. We're going to get this show on the road. Let me see. I definitely want to make sure you guys know where the comments are. Yay. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. So say hi. Say what's up. What are you guys drinking tonight? That's what I want to know. What are you drinking? Well, today, tonight, depends on when you watch this, right? Hey, Lisa. I'm drinking water. I'm on bottle 6. Yes, go me. Bottle 6. What's up, Candace and Beth? What's up, what's up, what's up? You know, sometimes, there's some tech issues and things going on. So I always like to make sure that we're not like, we start right at the beginning and then people miss stuff. So this is kind of like a hangout time. If you need to grab a drink, grab a drink. Hey, Sarah, tell me what you're drinking. What's your drink of choice tonight? Is it water? Is it coffee? Is it tea? Is it nothing? Shout it out in the comments. I must know what you're drinking. Ooh, a peppermint mocha frappe. Cranberry juice. Do you like cranberry juice or are you sick? That's what I want to know. What's up, Barbara? Linda. Ooh, milk to go with your blue velvet cake. You are a fun one. Fun one. Okay, so something you guys need to know is that there is a cheat sheet to this webinar, so make sure that you download the file. I'm not sure where it is on your screen. It depends on where you're watching this from, but click download file, save it, make sure that you have it, okay? So that you don't have to use it while we're live, but it did come in all the emails as well. It'd be great if you had it up on your screen, even if you're taking notes on a piece of paper, just to keep us like on the same page. So come in, say hi. I'm going to be asking you guys questions. This is very interactive, okay? So just like if you were hanging out with me on Facebook Live, I like it to go back and forth. I love when I'm asking you questions or if you have questions that we take the time to talk about it, right? Like it's really, really, really important to me that I'm not just sitting here talking at you. So make sure you shout them out. I'll do my best to answer all the questions as we go throughout live. If for whatever reason I miss your question, I don't see it, I don't answer it, you can ask it in directsellersrock.com. That's my free community for direct sellers. So if you have any questions that don't get answered, you can ask them over at directsellersrock.com. Just tag me, Alishia Willardson, and I will respond to them. You guys, my hair is on fleek. I got a cute new shirt today. My earrings match. My lip stuff matches. This is a really, really good night. All right, so it looks like anybody who might have been trying to get on hopped in here. So I think we're ready to rock and roll. Can you guys all see the file? Just drop a Y for yes in the comments. Make it really simple. We'll make it really easy. Can you guys see that file for you to download the cheat sheet? So all you need to do is drop a Y in the comments. I'm going to do weird stuff throughout this entire webinar, like what you're going to put in the comments, so I can make sure you're paying attention. We want to make sure that you are actively listening. So if you can see the files to get to it to download the cheat sheet, drop a Y in the comments. All right. I think that that's everything for right now. I'm like, oh, last thing is you might hear some noise in the background. That's Lindsay Sterling Radio. I just have it on to buffer the silence in the background and to also buffer my children, my dogs, and my pig. So that's why it's back there, but I don't want it too loud because I don't want it overpowering, but something has to be there. Otherwise, I can hear everything and it makes me batshit crazy. And we don't want that. All right. So welcome to the Rockstar Booking Machine. 8 proven secrets to fill your calendar with parties and never run out of bookings again. So I hope you guys can see the slides. They look like they're up on the screen and rocking and rolling. I am so freaking excited. You guys have no idea how excited I am to be here with you on this webinar. I do this webinar twice a year, and today is a very, very, very special day. But I'll tell you about it in just a second. All right, so I'm Power Coach Alishia, and I'm your source of fun, funny, exciting, entertaining, and educational coaching with a twist of tough mama bear, no fluff, no hand-holding, no bullshit love. Okay, so it's my job to teach you how to live the life you love, plus build a profit-filled empire unapologetically authentic. Okay, I do that a couple of ways. One, I do that through life coaching and teaching you how to build your direct sales business the smart way. I have to do both. They're both in my blood, so that's what you get. A little bit about me. I'm married to my junior high sweetheart. We have a 12-year-old and a 9-year-old, and I also have a pig. Her name is Lula, the pissed off pig. So if you follow me on Facebook or we're friends on Facebook, you tend to see a lot of pictures of Lula. I have wanted a pig since Babe came out. I absolutely, I don't know how to do that either, Nikki, maybe because you're on your phone. I absolutely love pigs. So when Babe came out, I was like, I want a pig. It took me 20 years to get a pig, and that's Lula, the pissed off pig. Now, you shouldn't hear her in the background, but you never know. She might like jump on the door or something to try and get out of my room. She should be sleeping right now. So taking her nap before she goes to bed. So we should be good to go there. I live by the desire map and core desired feelings. And one of the ways that I realized that I had to build my business was centered around the core desired feelings. And really, it took until 2018 before I really realized that there was no way that I was going to be able to sustain a successful business by ignoring my core desired feelings, how I desired to feel in all aspects of my business when I was building it. So that's why you see the I am here: happy, authentic, soulfully connected, accepted, free, inspired, fulfilled, energized, excited, peaceful, and accomplished. The one of those core desired feelings that mean more to me than anything else is being soulfully connected. And one of the ways that I am soulfully connected as your direct sales coach is that I give you so much value no matter what. Like, I don't do it in like waiting for you to give back, right? Like, value added is worth more than the price paid in my world. And so I'm giving this to you from the goodness of my heart. What you're going to learn tonight, if you've never heard it before, people have paid me thousands of dollars for booking training to get this kind of information because it's that valuable. So be present. Don't be distracted. If you have Facebook open, shut it down. I'm sure that's on one of my next slides, but it's fine. I want you to be here 100%, you guys. All right. So Deborah, her confidence went through the roof once she joined my Bab Lab Training Center, now Direct Sales Success Academy. So much freaking better. And she had got 4 parties booked right off the bat. Casey, she booked like 4 freaking parties right off the bat from what she learned. And she had been with me for years. And then one day she heard this training again. I clicked with her. Boom. She booked 4 parties right off the bat. But she also booked 3 weeknight parties at her party and had a $1,100 party. So you guys, there's so much value in sticking with this training, sticking with me tonight, learning what I'm about to teach you. Susan was able to book 3 parties and add 2 team members by following my training. So this is no joke. It's no accident. It is designed to help you get what you need to succeed. So if you have been out there looking for that training, that coach, that thing that's going to help you get ahead, I believe in my heart of hearts, I am that person, because I don't have the fluffiness. I don't have that like type of, hi Rhonda, I don't have that type of personality where it's the fluffy rah bullshit. I get down to the point. We build your business. I help you become a better person, a better wife, a better mother, a better business owner. It's the real deal. And I always like to use Lisa Williams as the example because she's been with me so long. Hey, Shelby. We have transformed ourselves over the years together, but I feel like Lisa has had one of the biggest transformations of anybody that I've like met. And she is like the epitome of the reason why I do what I do. She is actually the Academy resident like specialist. So she is there making sure you guys have access to your trainings, answering your questions. She's also my liaison. So anytime people or you guys buy a training from me, even if you're not in my Academy, Lisa's the one that reaches out to you and makes sure you guys got access. Make sure, like, if you have any questions, it's answered. That way you are not out there without access to training that you've purchased, or you're not out there wondering why you didn't get the email, because you know technology can be a glitch, right? Now, to get maximum results from this training, you definitely want to take massive notes as we rock it out. I do talk a million miles a minute. Nope, I will not be slowing down, just so you know. We've got a lot to cover in a short amount of time. So take notes like crazy. Pay attention. Be actively listening, because there is so much here for you. There's 3 ways to get massive results from this Booking Parties webinar. One is grab the cheat sheet. We already talked about that. Plus it was emailed out to you. Think of one question you want answered. And while we're live on this webinar, if I don't answer your question during the training, you can ask it during the Q&A session. And to maximize our time on this webinar, at the end of the session, decide on just one action item that you plan to complete in the next 24 hours. Because you're going to get so much training, so much information, just choose one thing you are going to do to move your life and business forward at the end of this. Because taking action right away gives you instant momentum to start seeing results. So relax and get ready to rock with me. Only if you know you need to be consistently booking parties, but you don't know how. You're frustrated because you've implemented lots of other coaches' training. It's taken up too much time, effort, and energy, and you're not getting the consistent bookings you need to be successful. That's how you know you're in the right place. And lastly, if you're looking to find the systems that will actually get you results and tap into goldmine to boost your bookings and your sales. One other thing I'd like to mention is you're in the right place if you're not easily offended. You're in the right place if you're not a baby. You're in the right place if you love somebody who is who they are no matter what. If those things don't resonate with you, you're in the wrong place, okay? Now, I'm not the coach for you, and you should exit now if you get offended by swearing and me being 100% authentic. If you are not going to do the work that it takes to build a profitable party plan business, and if you get mad that I give you 45 minutes of my time and then make you an offer to join my program. If any of those things do not connect with you, again, it's the perfect time to exit. Now, by staying with me all the way to the end, you will get the slide deck from this webinar. So all my slides, you are going to get those and you're going to have access to those, okay? So just keep that in mind, that you will have access to all the slides. You know what? I forgot to check one freaking thing from this. And it doesn't work. I forgot to check my redirect link, you guys. Oh, and look, it works. Okay, I'm back. You never know. Like, you guys, it has been nuts. Can I just be real with you for a second? It has been nuts transitioning software and building an academy full of 7 years of training and laying it out in such a way to make sure that anybody who gets into my new academy gets what they need. The support from me being there weekly, the support from the training, the support from my team. It's been nuts. Daniel, my husband, and I made the deadline to get it done for you guys by today. Wait till you see it. It's amazing. But anyways, I digress. Here's what you're going to discover by being here with me during this Booking Parties webinar. Easy strategies that are working right now to help you quickly and easily book 2 parties at every party. Proven strategies to book parties without ever having to make phone calls again. Yay! How to skyrocket your vendor event bookings so that each event that you do is worth the time and the money. You guys, like 99.999% of you guys are doing vendor events to get leads. Like, what is the point? What the hell are you going to do with those leads? You want to be doing vendor events to get bookings, to make sales, to grow your business, to grow your team. Leads don't do shit, especially if you don't know what to do with them, right? How many of you guys, listen, let's just get this out there. How many of you guys, when you go to book a vendor event, you do it to get leads? Type leads in the comments. Let's see. Let's just see, like, in your mind, you're like, well, at least I can get some new leads. Who has that mentality here? No worries if you do, we're going to get you out of it. Number 4 is how to book, sell, and recruit online without feeling pushy or wasting hours of your time. 5, how to turn your Facebook contacts into bookings. Woody woot. And then you're going to discover the most powerful direct sales strategy on Facebook that will give you loads of bookings, sales, and recruits in the area that you want to do business. And lastly, why it's often more profitable to do the exact polar opposite of what everyone else is doing. Oh, I thought that was lastly. And lastly, money, obviously it's the 8 proven secrets, right? So why would we be stopping at 7? Money-making direct sales strategy, a quick look at how you can tie everything together that I'm going to be teaching you here today into a proven system that works. Are you guys ready? Type ready in the comments. I'm going to drink a little bit of water and we're going to rock and roll. We're going to go fast. We're going to go furious. You're going to be writing so fast. Your pen's going to be smoking. Get ready, you guys, and stick with me all the way to the end. It's worth it. Woo, woo, woo. Oh my gosh, Crystal, you and technology. Crystal is the resident coach here at Rockstar Direct Sales and the customer service department. Yay for Crystal. All right, so the number one challenge with party plan consultants is that you're not booking enough parties. We all can agree on that, right? Again, we're going to go back to that 99% of you do not have a full calendar. 99% of you are not booking enough parties to reach your goals. True or false? Shout it out in the comments. True? You're not booking enough parties? False? You're fully booked. I'm going to have you guys interacting the whole time. So just be ready to respond in the comments because I want to make sure you're paying attention. All right. Now, the list of 100 people you know is making people avoid you like the plague. Now, there is a place for you to make a list of everyone you know in building your business, but it needs to be done in the right way and applied the right way. Okay. And you have to reinvent your life so that you are number one, and you have to do it today. So you're not booking enough parties. The list of 100 people you know are making everyone avoid you like the plague. And your life is what I call a shit show, right? Because you're doing your best to balance a business, one. You're doing your best to build a business. You're doing your best to run your life. And what's happening is it's not working out the way that you envisioned it, the way that you want it to. And the reason is because you need to reinvent your life. And when you reinvent it, you need to be at the top of the list. Your partner needs to be next. Your kids need to be next. Then your business is after that. That is the right order. That's the only order that it works in if you're married and you have children. You, your partner, your kids, your business, then everything else. We spend a lot of time on this in the Direct Sales Success Academy, which is mindset, right? It's woven throughout everything that I teach. Life coaching is woven throughout everything that I teach, because if you don't get your mind right, you're never going to make it, right? So 75% of people in direct sales fail in their first 6 months. Oh, look. I got to come back to this one. They fail in their first 6 months because they don't know exactly what to do to get the best results. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that my training works 100% of the time for 100% of the people. That would be a lie. And I'm supposed to be honest, right? I'm the no fluff, no hand holding, no bullshit person. I straight up tell you like it is. It doesn't. Everything does not work for everyone all the time, including me. But the more action that you take, the more right action that you take, and the training that you learn to succeed, you will absolutely get there. However, you have to get your mind right. So I want you to remember this. And if there's slides here that really speak to you, like this one, hopefully it is one of them, you can have anything you want if you just get your mind right. If you're running around and you're frustrated and you're overwhelmed like a chicken with its head cut off, going here, going there, doing this, doing that, being everything to everyone, your superwoman cape's being stepped on by 90 million people, you can't breathe, you've gained so much weight, you look in the mirror, you don't recognize yourself, your mind is not right, okay? Can you relate to that? If you feel like you're scattered, like it's chaotic mess, you got to get it under control, or your business will never get to where you want it to be. Now remember that you can have anything you want if you just get your mind right. So let's dig into the 8 strategies to fill your calendar with parties today. Strategy number 1 is to create a booking frenzy so that people are jumping at the chance to book a party with you. Can I just say here, I want to stop for 1 second and say this to you guys. There is nothing that can happen like let's say, financially detrimental to my life that would cause me to lose my house, would cause me to lose my cars, would cause me to not be able to pay my bills. Like, if my business, my coaching company was gone today, everything I'm teaching you is what I would do. Well, not everything, because I'm not teaching you everything I know. But most of what I'm teaching you is what I would do. So I talk and I preach. Can you guys all hear me? Yeah? Does everybody still hear me? Just type yes so I know. Is it the majority of you guys, or is it only LaRonda that lost me? I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me. I would pull all of my old party packs, which I still have because they're my insurance policy, right? Locally. And I would text everybody the scripts that I teach you. And when I got to one of those parties, I would book parties just the same way that I'm teaching you today. And if I was going to book a vendor event, which I don't like them, they're not my jam, but anytime I have booked a vendor event, I do it exactly the way I'm teaching you today. Please understand that everything I'm teaching you, I breathe, I live, and it's my backup plan. My sales strategies, my booking strategies, my hostess coaching strategies, all of the strategies that I teach you to build your direct sales business are my backup plan. There would not be a government shutdown that would cause my family to not have money, right? So I want you guys to be thinking about that as we move forward. Like, I live this shit because it's that badass. I know my training is badass, okay? So no matter what, this is what I would do because it works, it's simple, and it gets amazing results. So I just wanted to put that out there. All right. I guess I didn't even tell you guys. I mean, I don't know if it really matters, but I didn't tell you guys my history and how I got started in the direct sales industry. So let me give you a fast nutshell because it really doesn't matter. You're not here to learn all about me. You're here to learn how to build your business. So I started in the direct sales industry in, I want to say this was my first rodeo, but I'm not 100% sure. 2007. I was with Slumber Parties, which is now Pure Romance, and I was with them for 5 years till 2012. Then in 2012, I launched my coaching company. And then since then, I have been the only direct sales business that I've really done since then. I guess I did jewelry, which was Paparazzi, and then I did LuLaRoe, and now I'm with Epiphany. So I found my home. I absolutely love being with Epiphany. Paparazzi was to be in addition to the clothing company. Otherwise, I wouldn't have ever signed up for that. I found my home with Epiphany, but I am an active direct seller. I do practice what I preach. It hasn't been an easy journey, you guys, because I've been the breadwinner for my family. So I had to learn how to master these badass things that I'm teaching you now. I had to go through the trial and error to get to this point. So I do want you to know that I didn't come from a place where my husband just, you know, he paid all the bills and everything was good to go and I could build my business slowly and, you know, hobby, not hobby, hobby, not hobby. Am I going to quit? Am I not going to quit? No, it's always been straight up balls to the wall, have to make it happen, have to pay the bills. You know, sort of thing. So it's like the school of hard knocks for me to have this knowledge to teach you. And I learned it by crying because my party's canceled, by crying because 20 bitches would be at a party and nobody would fucking order, by crying because fill in the blank, right? Going to a vendor event for 3 damn days and nobody books and nobody buys shit because my sponsor said just go set up a table. Guys, I've been there crying because I didn't know what I was going to do to take care of my family. And so I wanted to share that with you really quick before we got too much more into this, because I want you to know for sure that I come from the hardest path to succeeding in the direct sales industry, not the easy path. So let's get into strategy number 1. A major problem I see is when you guys let people book whenever they want to. When you let people book whenever they want to, this will shoot your cancellation rate up 90 to 90%. So if you're controlling your calendar and you're booking people when you want them in there, then about 10 to 20% of people are going to cancel based on my hostess coaching training and how I teach you to coach your hostesses. But if you are letting people book whenever they want to and they're all over the place and they're clear out here and clear over there and all of these things, you've got a 90% cancellation rate. A lot of times you're looking at your business and you're like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I'm booking all these parties. I'm taking the right action. I'm doing what people are telling me to do, and I'm still struggling. Why am I still struggling? Well, it could just be plain and simple that you're not controlling your calendar, right? You're letting people book whenever they want. Now, another thing that I see holding you back is lack mentality. Thinking to yourself, if I don't get them on my books, even if it's 3 or 4 or 5 months down the road, if I don't get them on my books, I'm going to lose them, right? So you start booking people whenever you can fit them. And the problem with that is they cancel. So they're not even a party anyways. So like I was just saying, when you're thinking to yourself, I don't get these on my calendar right now, I'm going to miss out. I promise you, if you end up missing out on somebody that you chose not to book 3 or 4 or 5 months ahead of time, that was a blessing, okay? Because you do not want that in the future, right? So we'll get to that more in a second, because you're not here to secure your future. You're here to secure your money now. You're here to secure your bookings now. You're here to secure your success now. I know for sure that you want money now, that you want bookings now, and you want success now. You're not looking for that in 3 or 4 months, right? You need it now. So in order to get all of that, you have to control your calendar now. Absolutely have to. Studies have shown that when you book parties within a 30-day period, while using a solid hostess coaching system, 90% of your parties will actually hold. Book within 30 days. So there's another change you could make, right? Right there's 2 things that you could do different that would make a world of difference in your business, and we're not even into it yet. All right, so I'm going to go back here really quick. So right now, I'm about to show you one of the ways that I booked 16 parties a month and held 12 of those parties. Now, before I do that though, I want to ask you guys, how many parties do you have on your books right now? Drop it in the comments for me. While you guys are dropping that in the comments and I'm getting an idea of where you're at in bookings, I'm going to tell you how to set this up, like how the position of this is. So first of all, you're going to want to get Mardi Gras beads. You can get them from the dollar store. You can get them from orientaltradingcompany.com. You need 3 bead necklaces per party. No more, no less. 3 bead necklaces, okay? You set up your table. You put those 3 necklaces right on the center of your table. You do your opening as you always do. And right after your opening, as you start to transition into the actual party, you say this phrasing. All right, ladies, I've put 3 beads around Cleo's neck. When she gets 3 parties booked and held within the next 30 days, she gets a bonus $100 in free products, and you get $50 for booking tonight. So watch what I do. When you want to host your own fun ladies' night party, grab a set of beads from Alishia. We're talking about Cleo today. Grab a set of beads from Cleo, and we'll set your date when you place your order. That's what you say at the beginning of your party, after you do your opening, but before you start into selling your product, okay? We're going to break down this phrasing right after this, but I want to just quickly take a look at how many parties you guys have on your books. All right, 2, 0, 0, 1, 0, 4. All right, so keep in mind, those of you guys that even have 1 party on your books right now, this training is going to help you jump into that and do that. What I'm talking to you about right now. Those of you guys that have 0 parties on your books, then just in general, Candace, any parties you have on your books for right now is fine. Those of you guys that have 0 parties on your books, then you're going to want to pay attention to, more of the vendor event side when we get there. So let's look at this a little bit closer. So with this proven verbiage, you're going to book 2 parties at every party. Now, I thought that my slides, I apologize. I thought my slides broke it down after that. I should have them up on a different screen so I could see them, but I don't. So we'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, Nikki. Woo, woo. You guys, you probably didn't see what she wrote, but she has 3 parties on her books after using my scripts. She's brand new. She doesn't have any previous hosts. Boom. Mic drop, I'm done. So let's break this apart a little bit. So the first thing that you're telling them is 3 parties booked and held within the next 30 days, okay? So what that does is control your calendar in a confined amount of time so you can get your calendar full of parties when it matters, which is now, not later. So you're telling her when she gets 3 parties booked and held within the next 30 days, remember that's booked and held. If any of those parties reschedule, then that is quote unquote null and void with this deal. Okay. So if 2 book and hold within 30 days, but 1 reschedules for further out, then she didn't get 3 parties booked and held within 30 days. When she does that though, the 3 parties booked and held within the 30 days, she gets a bonus $100 in free products. Okay. The first host, the original host. So Cleo gets 3 parties booked and held from her party tonight. Once they all hold, which I'll give you a little edit to that in a second, Cleo would end up getting $100 in free product. But each of those 3 people who book get a $50 bonus for booking a party. Now, those are to be used the night of their party. They don't get it tonight because they booked tonight. Oh, no, no. They have to hold. So the night of their party, they get to spend that $50 bonus. Now, one of the things that I do, if Cleo comes to each one of those parties, then she gets $33.33 in free product at each one of those parties. That's how I do it. That way, if Cleo doesn't end up with all 3 parties booked and held, she still gets a benefit from the 2 that did hold. But the way I've always run my business is that Cleo would have to come to those parties to get that the free shopping spree, like the $33.33. If those people came and supported her and she doesn't come and support them, she doesn't deserve the free product. That is the way I run my business. That's the way that I view it. That's the way that I've always done it because it's just fair, right? They came to her party. Why doesn't she go to theirs? And then lastly, it says, we'll set your date when you place your order. That lets them know that anybody who grabs beads, we're setting the date when they come to place their order. They're going to get that $50 booking bonus, right? But they have to book and hold within the next 30 days. You've already laid out all the rules across the board. Everybody knows what the hell's going on, so we're all on the same page, all right? One thing you should know about this is the bonuses, the $50 bonus and the $100 bonus, that's the retail sell of the retail price of the product, right? So if you have case discounts, if you have whatever, any ways that you can get discounted products from your company, one of the ways you can get around the $50 bonus, because I don't say credit, it's get a bonus $50 for booking tonight. You could give them a gift bag of things, Kathy. So that's one way. For me, I just let them pick $50 in free product. But with the $100 bonus, I usually gave her like a little gift bag. So I did it both ways, $33.33 credit or a little gift bag of $100 in free product. The $50 bonus, I've always done that. It's just straight up discount on their order. Right? Like for me, that's how I did it. It was easier that way. You will have to figure out the best way for you to do it for your company, the commission plan, the structure, but these are the non-negotiables of filling your calendar with parties. This verbiage is 100% solid. No editing, no tweaking, no being scared and not doing it. Follow it identically. And generally out of 12 parties held a month, I would pay that $100 bonus only to a couple of hostesses. So I would have a full calendar parties always without paying that $100 bonus. So they would still get the $33.33 in free product for any person who held their party. But it was worth it to me because I need to take care of my family. So I booked 16 parties a month and held 12 of them like clockwork. And with this verbiage alone, with the beads and trusting, we always say train, trust, and implement. It will work. You're going to book 2 parties at every party. So Crystal actually is a client, right? And she works for me. So she used to be a client, but she does follow the training. I don't even have a notepad to make. Oh, there we go. I'll answer that in 1 second, Heather. I'm going to write it down. So I remember, oh, what is this little thing? So Kathy, I did answer that question. So hopefully you got that of the $50 in free product. All right, I was just figuring out how to mark that. Okay, so Crystal, she was a client of mine before she joined my team, but she still does Touchstone Crystal and follows all of my training. So by following my training, she had 13 guests in attendance, $800 in sales. She booked 2 parties, and she did it within 3 weeks. Plus the hostess joined her team. It's freaking amazing what can happen when you implement the training. Now, there's more to this, obviously. That was like the overview. You can implement that verbiage, use the beads, and you're going to start booking parties like crazy right off the bat. However, it goes deeper than this. Like, you need to know how to create a schedule that serves you. Remember how we talked about earlier that now everything that I do is based on being soulfully connected? You have to have a schedule that serves you. You have to be able to get out of your own way and stop sabotaging your own success. I heard something yesterday that was so amazing that I have to share with you, and that is doubt has caused more failure than actually failing itself. So when you doubt yourself, that's going to cause you to fail way faster and more often than actually failing. Because if you're actually failing, you're taking action. If you're doubting yourself, doubt creates inaction. So you ain't doing shit, right? You should always rather fail because you're taking action than fail because you didn't do shit at all. Remember that. The other thing is how to overcome objections that will help double your bookings. So these are some things that you would want to have along with this training so you could make it that much better. Know how to set up your calendar. Know how to get out of your own way and stop sabotaging your success. And when somebody starts kicking back with their objections, you know exactly what to say to overcome them to double your bookings. All of that is part of what you get in your first your first month in the Direct Sales Success Academy. All of that is what I'm covering, I'm teaching you, you're learning, and you're implementing in your business. So you're getting how to structure all of that and move forward. It is amazing. So Heather, is there a way to do this online? Yes, but not in this training. So I won't be teaching you like in this how you would take and book parties online, but there is the How to Rock 1K online parties, which is one of the courses in the Direct Sales Success Academy. It's broken down into weeks, and we'll talk about that more in just a second, or in a little while, I should say. But in one of the weeks of training, you are focusing on online bookings as well. And it's in that first month that you are in the Direct Sales Success Academy, where we're talking about how do you get bookings online. So it's not exactly the same. It's a little bit different when you're running an online party, but I do teach you how to do that. So strategy number 2 is how to fill your calendar with parties without making phone calls. So this is what Nikki is talking about, how she booked 3 parties being brand new and not having any previous hostesses. So here's the thing. I want you to know that it is not fear of the phone that's holding you back. I always ask people, why don't you make phone calls to book parties? And everybody always says fear. So let me ask you guys, and I want you to be honest. So I'm telling you it's not fear, but I want you to be honest. What stops you from calling people to book parties? Shout that out in the comments for me. While you guys are shouting that out in the comments, I want to tell you honestly why I hate making phone calls to book parties. Because for me, let me rewind. My day job, a place that I worked for 3 years, and I sold gate and garage remotes and access cards, I was always on the fucking phone. So I got to a point where I was sick and tired of being on the phone. And so when I started my direct sales business and they were like, you need to call, right, to book parties, I was like, oh my God, I've been on the phone all day. I don't want to be on the phone. That was one reason. 2, anytime I sat down to make phone calls, I would always talk myself out of it. I would always make excuses not to do it. And I would literally almost throw up. Almost like talking to people at the fucking grocery store about my business. That is also not something that I do. I'm literally wearing a hoodie right now that I sell, And I'm not going to go talk to people about this hoodie. That's just not my jam. So why don't you like to make phone calls? What is it about making phone calls that stops you from actually taking the action? So that's the question. So understand that it's not the actual fear of the phone that's holding you back, okay? You're actually afraid of interrupting people. You don't know what they're doing, right? So if you're making a phone call, there's a good chance that you're interrupting them. You're afraid of offending people, right? If you interrupt somebody in the middle of dinner, now they're offended. Like, how dare you call me to sell me your shit, which is really not what you're doing. You're there to book a party, right? You're calling them to book a party. And you're also afraid of bothering people. These are all valid, right? Interrupting people, offending people, and bothering people, they're all valid feelings. You can actually quadruple your bookings without making phone calls. Because I can tell you this, I book 16 parties a month, held 12 of them, no phone calls. I hostess coached my hostesses to $1,000 parties. My average attendance was 17 people at a party, 12 people ordering, no phone calls. Okay? I didn't have to call my hostesses to coach them. Why? Because I didn't want to. So I created a system and a process to not have to do that. And I want you to know that you can do that as well. So I want you to write this down. We're going to do a little bit of math. So go ahead and write this down for me. Let's say you have 96 past hostesses. And I'm going to do this on my calculator with you guys so I can make sure I get the right numbers. You have 96 past hostesses, right? Plus 960 orders. You add those two together and you have got 1,056. Okay. So you have 1,056 people that I wondered why you guys weren't responding to me. Maybe I need to scroll back up. Like, why are they not answering me? Ooh, so let me pause really quick. Don't answer the phone. Rejection, being embarrassed. Yes, I think rejection is big, so it causes fear, right? Don't want to seem pushy. That's a good one. Cell phones suck. I'm afraid I'm calling at a bad time. No one answers the phone. I don't like putting people on the spot. I like that. Doesn't like talking on the phone. By the time she sits down to make calls, Candace says she looks at the time and wonders if it's too late, right? So I've given you guys permission. You don't have to make phone calls anymore. And I'm going to show you exactly the results you'll get by no longer making phone calls. So you take your 96 past hostesses and you add that to your 960 orders. These are just numbers that I pulled from my own business, okay? So that's 1,056 people. You divide that number by 50 because that's how many people you're going to text, right? And that equals 21.2 parties. So in increments of 50, you're texting that 1,056. So when you get through texting all of those people, you'll have 21 parties. It's crazy. So you sit down, text 50 people. Give a little bit of a break, right? Get your nerves out, text 50 more, text 50 more, text 50 more. If you did that in an entire day and you text 1,056 people, you would have roughly 21 parties on your books. Are you kidding me right now? 21 more parties than what you have now. For some of you, you only do 21 parties in an entire year. Like 1.5 a month. So for some of you, that's doubling your business. That's doubling your income. That's doubling your results. That's doubling your possibility for recruit leads. That's doubling your sales. That is freaking nuts, you guys. So nuts. That's how many more bookings you'd have for the year. 21 more. But that's not all. Let's say that your party average is $500 and you make a 25% commission. So look at that. $500 times 21.2 parties, let's say they all held for easy math, you would have $10,600 in retail sales. For most of your companies, that's free trips, that's free products, that's free shit coming from everywhere. And you take that $10,000 and you times that by 25%, you would have $2,600 more profit just by texting people instead of calling them. Because like you guys say, Most people don't answer the phone, or you're embarrassed, or you're worried about calling at a bad time, or you don't want to seem pushy. So guess what? You're not doing shit at all. You're leaving $2,600 minimum on the table. That's before I teach you how to sell. That's before I teach you how to do follow-up selling. That's before I teach you how to sell on Facebook and value-added selling and all the other bajillions of things that I teach you how to do in the Direct Sales Success Academy to kill it in your business. Just by texting instead of phone calls, you added $2,600 more profit. Now, when you add all in those other things, you probably have $7,000 more profit a year. At least, if you train on my training, you trust the training and me, and you implement it the way that I teach you, that $2,600 more profit could be $7,000 more profit a year. For some of my clients, that has been $7,000 or $10,000 in retail sales, I should say, in a month, not in a year, just by following what I teach you guys. So text, don't make phone calls. It's fine. So when you create a well-designed text message, okay, so that's first step, well-designed, and a well-designed text message has an irresistible offer, right? If you look back to the verbiage we use at a party, the irresistible offer is $50 in bonus free product for booking, right? That's your irresistible offer for your text message. Time sensitive. When do you want these parties? If you have your text saying, oh, in the next 3, 4, 6 months, that's not time sensitive. There's no urgency and you're not going to book now. But if you do your dates within the next 30 days, within the next 2 weeks, you're going to have way better results. That will skyrocket your bookings, you guys. It really will. So with that alone, you can send a text message with a bonus $50 offer, give a couple dates in the next 2 weeks to 30 days, and just kind of floundering along, you're going to book a chunk of freaking parties. Now, again, if you have my exact verbiage and you're doing it my way, you're going to text a smaller amount of people and have more parties booked like Nikki did. She didn't have any past hostesses. So I'm pretty sure, and Nikki, you can shout it out in the comments, she did not text 50 people. She probably didn't have 50 people to text, right? But she still booked 3 parties. That's the power of having my badass verbiage as part of it. But even if you don't have it, you can take the verbiage that I taught you earlier, book parties at parties. Now you know you can take an element of that, build a badass text message, send that out, book some more parties, okay? It's not really, yes, I want you to have badass verbiage. I want you to have exactly what I teach, exactly the way that I teach it, and all of that. But I don't give that all away for free, okay? I don't. I already gave you my verbiage for parties. So, but listen, even though you don't have my exact, that doesn't mean this doesn't work. It does. It works for people all the freaking time. All right, so let me mark that. Let's see what's here. So Crystal says, Mighty Text is a great app to have, and you can text from your computer to your phone. I don't know anything about that. So if you choose to do that, please don't send me messages asking because I'll have no clue. But Mighty Text. But Crystal has has a coaching client that did this with 56 texts and got 3 parties. I always do it the old school way. Type in the numbers, send the text, paste it to the next person, type the number, send the text. I never did that. Okay, so Nikki had 27. She booked 3 parties. So she would have had 50 people to text. She probably would have booked 6. Again, for most of you, that's your entire month's worth of dates that you have open, fully booked. So how do you get people's phone numbers when you're just starting? I'm positive that Nikki texts friends and family. When you're just starting, it's not a big deal to ask the people that you know for help. Where it becomes a big deal is when you continually go back to them and annoy the shit out of them to help you, right? But then again, the secondary of that is vendor events, right? Getting your ass out there, like pounding the pavement. Okay, so listen, there is a certain way to do it. There's a chunk more information that goes along with that. I have 3 badass text messages that I give you inside of the Direct Sales Success Academy that you use to book parties. The first 2 text messages, it just depends on what you want to use. The 3rd text message message is specific for those of you that are just starting out. There's rules that you need to follow. One is do not do a group text message. And what's most important is the way that this text message is crafted. Of course, my verbiage gets even more results, but even without my verbiage, you will at least have taken action and got something. Even if you text 50 people at a time and get one party each chunk, that's better than not texting anybody at all, okay? Strategy number 3, how to skyrocket your vendor event bookings so that each event you do is worth the time and the money. Here we go. So here's what I want you to do. And I want you to do this fast. So this isn't as much math as the last one that we did, but I want you to do an estimate, okay? Out of all the money you've spent at vendor events in the last 12 months, okay? Whatever that total is. So think about that total and throw it down in the chat box, okay? Tell me what that total is. What do you estimate that you have spent on vendor events in the last 12 months? If you're new in business, this is going to be like $0 or $20. It's going to be really, really low. If you've been in business for a while and vendor events are a part of your business model and how you connect with people and meet new people and all of that, then you're going to have a higher number that you've spent. But let's get some foundation of how much you guys have spent in vendor events. So throw that down in the comments for me. So you're going to take the total amount that you spent in vendor events and then ask yourself, are you in the red or are you in the black? Red means you've lost money. Black means you made money. Let me see what the next slide is. Let me stay on this one really quick. So most times you spend money on vendor events to get leads, right? Then you get those leads and you never turn those leads into cash. So all the hours that you spent at the vendor event, you were never paid for. You would never go to work for hours and hours and hours at a time without A, knowing you're getting paid for it right then for the actual hours you're spending, like in a paycheck, or B, that you would get reimbursed for it later on. You would never do that. So why you do that for your own business without a proven process and system to get results blows my mind. It doesn't make any sense to do that, right? Don't ever do vendor events to get contacts or to get your name out there. It does nothing in a world where, I mean, I don't even know what % of people are in the direct sales industry. I should know that, but I have no idea what % of people who are in the direct sales industry of, you know, like the population. But like where I live, my guess is about 20,000 people in the county that I live in, right? So then you have to think about how many people are in your company. So to get your name out there is stupid. They're not going to remember what chick they met at the vendor event. Doesn't make any sense. They're not going to remember, especially if there, you know, if there were multiple makeup people, there were multiple jewelry people. The only way that you would stand out as a jewelry person is if you're Papa and it's only $5 jewelry. But they're probably still not going to remember your name, right? Think about that. Most of you guys have spent no money on vendor events. So the bigger question would be there then is why? You know, why haven't you spent money in vendor events? And those of you that have spent money in vendor events, say that you're in the red. Emmeline. Is that how I say your name? Emmeline? Are you in the red or black from the money that you spent? Now, you guys, really, overall, you're wasting money and there's a better way to do it. For those of you guys that have never invested in vendor events, don't do them unless you're going to follow my process for vendor events, okay? So here's how you want your vendor event to be done just to immediately go out there and stand out from the crowd right off the bat. One, set up your table so that it's fun. And what I mean by that, it needs to look inviting. Like so many tables at vendor events suck ass and you're sitting behind it on your ass on your phone. You act like somebody's going to give you a check whether or not you do anything. That's absurd to me. This is your business. Get off your ass. Do the work. So you set up your table so that it's fun, but you've got to be fun as well. And sitting on your ass on your phone is not the way to do that, okay? Play a game at your table so it draws an attention. What could you be doing that's going to be drawing attention to you and making it to where your table is the center of attention and they want to be like, hey, you got to come over here. Or have you gone by the 31 table? Have you gone by the pure romance table? What is it that you're going to do that's going to make people go, holy shit, I got to go over there and see what's going on because everybody's having so much fun. Is your table loud? Is it boisterous? Are you clapping? Are you yelling? Are you hugging? Are you cheering? What is going on that's making people pay attention to it? I promise you, unless you guys have gone through my vendor training, not one of you guys run your vendor booth like that. It literally should be like a casino in Las Vegas, right? Next is have the intention to 1, book parties right there on the spot. 2, sell. 3, get leads. 1, book. 2, sell. 3, get leads. Now, booking parties right there on the spot should be tied to the game that you play. The game that you play should be some sort of booking game that helps the fun of the table, but gets you the results of the booking. So that's huge, right? Then give away something fun too. So you could have fun stuff that you're giving away for anybody who just participates in the game. So it's like tchotchke type stuff. And then you can have a large giveaway that people are really excited to win. That's your basket of stuff, basket of products. That's the basket that's valued at, like, let's say $100 worth of free products. And that's what they're entering in their name and email and phone number onto the little drawing forms in order to win. So that's how you get your leads. But really, your focus is on bookings. And if you're following my process, the game that you're playing is helping you with bookings and sales. Okay? And like I said, that giveaway gets people excited to win it. They want to enter it. And then you use that giveaway to get more bookings after the vendor event, which is another thing that you have in verbiage. So when you learn my vendor event training, you get the verbiage that you send to these people right after the event to get parties booked. Again, you do not have to make phone calls if you don't want to. So with this strategy alone, you can increase your bookings by 75%. 75%. Play a game that gets parties booked. There's a million booking games out there. Find one, rock it out, right? It needs to be the center of a table. It needs to be fun. It needs to be loud. It needs to be boisterous. You need to be drawing in that attention that's going to get people to want to come to your table. Then 2, to play the game. And if they play, they should always win no matter what, even if when they roll, it's nothing, right? Or when they play the game, it's nothing. They should always get like a participation gift. Now, there is a certain game that I play that I teach my clients. It's all part of my vendor training inside the Direct Sales Success Academy. But like I said, just play something there. Do something that sets your table apart, and it's going to make a world of difference. There's really a certain way to really get people excited. How you hug them, how you interact with them. Something that I'm really good at is making everybody feel like my BFF, even if I don't know them. And I believe you want to use exact scripts so you can maximize on your results and the time that you're spending. Okay, but no matter what, just by these 8 different things that I've talked about, if you inject those into your vendor events, you're already going to have increased results. So Cheryl implemented my vendor event training, and she got 3 bookings, sold $30, and got contacts, right? She got her leads. And that's what you guys say that you're there for. So if you're there to get leads, you really want to make sure all 3. So she only sold $30, but at least she hit all 3. 3 bookings, $30, and she got leads. That is a win on a vendor event. And now she can follow up with the leads after and get more bookings. Okay, I'm going to check in on you guys. I want to make sure you guys are with me. So if you are loving what you're hearing, type love in the comments. Are you loving this? I only want to know from you guys that are loving it. If you're hating it, I don't even know why you would still be here. So if you're loving this, write love in the comments. I want to check in with you. Make sure you're with me. Give your hands a break. Are you learning stuff? Type yes. Love/yes. Type love now and then type yes later. I want to make sure you have learned something new. Anthony Robbins says, if you listen to one audio, you read one book, you listen to a podcast, you talk to one person, you go to one meeting or a meeting, and you get one thing from it, it was worth your time. So often we move forward in life, and if it's not this big fucking over the top shiitake, we're like, that was a waste of time. Was it? Was it a waste of time? Or are you not looking for the silver lining? Like, I believe in my heart and soul, if I learn one thing, it was worth it. So I hope you guys already believe that it has been worth your time in what you have learned. All right, so strategy number 4, woo! We've got lots. Yes, Anthony Robbins, he's like my soulmate when it comes to business and mindset and life coaching. Like, I just love him. He breathes life into my soul. So does Gary Vaynerchuk. I love, love, love him as well. Love him. So lots of yeses, lots of loves. Thank you guys. Mwah. I always like to know that I'm on the right track. It makes me feel good to know that I am delivering and giving you guys something that at least one thing that you're learning. So now we're talking about the power of consistently booking, selling, and recruiting without feeling pushy or having to waste hours of your time, right? Because those are really important. To make it quick and easy, if you want to book, sell, and recruit really effortlessly without wasting hours of your time, you can just go to straight to rockstarbookingmachine.com and check out the Direct Sales Success Academy. I think I linked that to the wrong thing, but it's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So that's the full information page. So you guys will have that for Sheezy. I really should have changed it, but that's fine. You can also use everything. I'm like coaching myself as I coach you guys. You can also use all of the tips, tricks, and tools that I taught you so far, because we are talking about booking, but booking also leads to selling and recruiting. If you're showing up and you're doing these things in this way, it will naturally spark the conversation or lead you to a space to be able to sell, or people will come to you and be like, how did you get into doing this? Which sparks the conversation for building your team. So much we're looking for that like gold mine of that little nugget that's going to be like the biggest thing in the whole world that's going to change our life and business. And most of the time, big results come from little changes, little activity, little trainings along the way put together that makes a big result. Most of the time, it's not one big thing. It's a compound of a whole bunch of little things. Like Heather's been in my world for quite a long time, probably 2 or 3 years. Crystal has been 2. Lisa has been 2. I don't get to see all of your guys' last names on here, so I apologize if there's other ones of you guys that have been here for a long time, but I only see first names. You guys, listen. Even those of you that have been here forever and you've seen a lot of my training, you know it's the compound effect. When you add this with this, with this, with this, with this, and you make it that whole big business model, we call it the 5 pillars of direct sales success. When you do all of those things, that's what builds your profit-filled empire. That's what gives you the money for the freedom, right? All the little things. So if you're here looking for that one big thing that's going to change your life and business, I mean, maybe you'll find it, but it's not really one big thing. It's all of the little things. So now we're going to talk about how to instantly turn your Facebook contacts into clients. And it's definitely not what you think, because again, most of the time you guys come to these webinars looking for, like I said, that biz explosion. And really, it's not that. It's the compound. But you have to be able to connect with that person too. You have to really be able to feel what they're teaching you and really be like, you know what? This is the person I'm looking for to get me to that next level. You have to. So first step to turning your Facebook contacts into clients. Connect with them as real people. In my Direct Sellers Rock Daily community, you guys will have seen that in the community, there's been so much more conversation about foundational like life things or random things, or it's like, are you good at booking parties? I didn't turn around and anybody who said no, I wasn't like, go buy this product, I did say, hey, make sure you register for my booking webinar. But then we had conversations. The badass conversations that we had in that thread or the selling thread or all these different things led to sales. Because we had conversations and I gave tips and I showed up and I gave value and I said, you know, based off what you're telling me, this is how I believe that you're looking at your business and it's stopping you. You know, the other day, Lisa maybe is a client of mine and she had already bought into one of my trainings. She was having a hard time with some of the verbiage and stuff. I jumped on, I did a live with her. I invited everybody else who was in that program to come if they wanted to come, but I was really hoping Lisa showed up. She showed up. We had an awesome conversation. I talked to her about a few things. And then in the meanwhile, I was like, that's like how my leadership, blah, blah, blah. And that's, you know, my hostess coaching system. And she was like, oh yeah, send me the links to those. And so it ended up being that I showed up live to help her understand scripts and help her be able to implement the scripts and the training that I had taught her that she had already paid for, and she bought other things. But had I not shown up to give her that value, she would have never bought those other things then, right? Because a lot of time you believe that you have to be selling somebody in order for them to buy. And that's not true. You need to be adding value to their lives and they will buy, okay? So connect with them as real people. How can you get to know your community, your group? Let me ask you guys this. When was the last time you did a post in your Facebook group or on your page that was pure connection? Asking them maybe what their favorite color was. Are they coffee or tea drinkers? And then carrying the conversation on. Not just posting it and then running away and not giving two shits, but like carrying on a conversation. When was the last time you asked your group, do you like necklaces or earrings? And instead of selling them more necklaces or more earrings, depending on what they wrote, had a conversation with why, or let me see a picture of how you style it. I would love to, whatever. Like, you guys, taking it to that next level is everything. Everything. Connecting with them as real people. Then you add value. So connection is number one. Just connecting with them where they're at as real people. It's not about selling shit to them or to you. It's about connecting, right? Then you're adding value that doesn't have anything to do with your business, right? You're so welcome, Lisa. You're welcome. It doesn't have anything to do with your business. Well, I was asking, hey, do you feel like you're good at booking parties? Because that is my business. But I knew that in the comments, I wasn't going to sell everybody on something. I knew that I was going to sit there and write back to every single person. We were going to talk it out. I was going to give them some tips. I was going to add the value that needed to be added to their life at that moment. I knew that. And you need to know that too. So first is connecting. Then you add value. How can you take something that you know and add value to their lives, or just talk to them and be there and actually give a shit about what they have to say, right? Sometimes I'll send a message to somebody who's part of my Style Stalker program for my clothing company, and they'll be like, oh, I'm at the hospital with my husband. He had a heart attack, right? But sometimes we can get so caught up in doing business that we didn't even really read the message, or we didn't really even see the message. I am so good at stopping. Fuck the conversation about the clothes. I want you to know I'm sending you love and strength and peace. Please let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Conversation over about selling clothes, right? Conversation over about whatever it was at first because they have said something. Sometimes you'll put a post out there and the conversation will go to a different light. Make sure that you're carrying that all the way through. Do not give up on connecting with people and adding value to them and being there for them. Be careful though. So Emmeline says she does it all the time. Do you really though? I wonder if I was to go back and look through your group or your page, would I believe they were promotional posts, or would I, Power Coach Alishia, see them as value? Be very, very careful, you guys, not to blur the lines. And I see it all the time. What you guys think is connecting and adding value is just you puking your business all over everybody, but in a roundabout way. So make sure it's very clear that you're connecting and you're adding value and you're building those relationships. And you'll sell more. Make sure you're not puking your business all over them when you're posting, right? Like, I'll have clients, one-on-one clients of mine that's like, oh my gosh, I've been doing so good. I've been connecting with my group, da-da-da-da. I'll go look, and their group is 10 posts of just business after, like, buy my shit, book a party, join my team, buy my shit, book a party, join my team, sort of thing. And like every now and then there's a connection post, but to them, they were connecting the whole time. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. Then after you connect and you add the value, right? Making sure that you're not just puking your business all over them all the time. Then you make an irresistible offer, right? That is focused on your business, so that when you're posting it, this slide doesn't make any sense. Sometimes I create things that make no sense. But then you make an irresistible offer, and that is what's going to make a world of difference. That offer coming along down the pike is going to have a better result than the offer on the other end, just talking about booking a party and joining your team and buying your shit. Okay? Trust me, I've been guilty of the whole sell thing all the time as well. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I haven't, because I have. The number one thing to remember when building your business on Facebook is that you are there to connect and add value. Always start from that place. Always, always, always start from that place. It is not rocket science to selling on Facebook. You guys think it is, but it's not. Connect, add value, make an offer, cash in. Connect, add value, make an offer, cash in. The more puking you do, the less chance you have of succeeding, okay? Strategy number 7 is how to rock out 1,000 parties the successful way. Before we jump into this, you might be sitting here thinking, she didn't teach me shit about selling on Facebook. What I taught you about selling on Facebook is everything. Because in your mind, it's like, if I'm just connecting and adding value, and I'm not really pushing my products, how am I going to sell it? Well, because when you're connecting and you're adding value, when you think about it, what happens is that makes them go, oh, I remember, I wanted a new pizza stone. Because you're just connecting with them, having a conversation, they know what you do. If they're in your group, they know what you do, right? And it makes them go, oh, I need this. So Beth, this should be my Beth. Beth Tyke Golden, she's my one-on-one client. And, you know, one of the things is I'll be like doing something and I'll be like, oh, I need more body dew, right? But it's not because Beth was like shoving body dew down my throat, or it's not because Beth was annoying the shit out of me with her posts. It was because something that she may have done or posted sparked in my mind, and that, well, I saw that, and then it sparked that I was out of body dew, or that I maybe, let's say, wanted to buy body dew. You guys, be very careful in believing that if you're not pushing sales, you're not going to sell. That's not true. If you're just showing up and being there and being in their world, like top of mind, you will sell as an effect. Okay? You will. So I am like really against Facebook parties. They are not my jam, because you need a better outlet that gets better results. In my professional opinion, Facebook parties are dead. So let me ask you guys this. How many dollars have you sold in Facebook parties in the last 30 days? Facebook parties, not Facebook live sales. So if we got any Papa girls on here and you've gone live and sold jewelry, that's not a Facebook party. I'm talking about a person who said they would host a party for you online and bring their friends. You set it all up. You did all the coaching. You did all the things. Showed up on Facebook. You did a live for those people, or you posted up albums or whatever you did, and didn't sell shit or sold a shit ton. How much have you sold based on your efforts on Facebook doing Facebook parties in the last 30 days? So that means you booked the hostess. That means you coached the hostess. That means you showed up for the party. That means you did the work. What were your results? It's like this big fad, like it's the thing. And it's been holding on for years because Facebook hasn't gone anywhere. And for me, I've always been drilling off of Facebook, off of Facebook, off of Facebook to do Facebook parties. Do your parties on Zoom. Create a slideshow for parts of your life. Do it face-to-face like this for other parts. Standing up, showing the products right in the video for those people in a party. If all those people signed up via an email and then you sent them a link to hang out on Zoom, 10 times more people will show up and you'll have way more sales. Facebook is social. Facebook is connection. Facebook is a great place to add value, and it is a great place to sell. I do not believe it's a great place to do parties. My 2 cents. So use the Facebook platform in a better way that gets you huge results. Use it to connect. Use it to find your hostesses. Use it to book those online parties, okay? And then take the party off onto Zoom. Boom. It's going to change everything. It makes a world of difference. Wouldn't you love to come to a party of mine like this? Well, let me rephrase. Wouldn't you love to go to somebody else's party on video like this? Not on Facebook, not distracted. You show up online. You can talk back and forth. Like I can unmute people if I want to, right? But this isn't Zoom. But let's say we were on Zoom. We could have an actual conversation like we're at a live party. We could unmute people and be like, girl, or keep them unmuted so they could chatty Cathy. We could go back and forth like a live party. How much more apt do you think you would be to sell more products if you positioned it like that? Use Facebook as your vehicle to book the parties, to connect with the people, to get that going, and then pull it off of Facebook to do the party. I just gave you the biggest gold mine of the night for online business. Pull it off. Oh, look at that. The other thing is, so that's not what I just said. The other thing you could do is use Facebook to book offline parties. That's the other thing you do, right? So if you use Facebook to book offline parties, now you're filling your calendar offline. You use Facebook to book online parties, but you still don't hold those parties on Facebook. You hold them off of Facebook. So 3 ways to create a successful direct sales strategy. I'm really excited to see what your guys' favorite strategy was. Direct sales has become a very competitive industry. A lot of people who said they would never do direct sales, that it is a scam, that they're so against it, now they're in direct sales. How many of you, have you guys met people like that? Type me if you've recently, let's say in the last year, met people who would never do direct sales, MLM, been so against it, now they're in business. They're on your team or you met them somewhere else. The epidemic of shifting now of people actually joining that would never join is crazy, which has made it an even more competitive market. So you really want to craft a successful 90-day blueprint that you can follow and that you can implement so that you can see some major results from your efforts. And that is actually one of the things that our resident coach Crystal does in your strategy session right after you join the Direct Sales Success Academy. You join the academy, you get on the strategy session with her, and she helps you map out your 90-day blueprint that's going to set you apart, what it is that you're implementing, how it is that you do it, you guys. That's huge. Listen, again, I will say this again. I have been such a culprit of like the rat race, right? Just doing my best to do what I'm doing to make some money and take care of my family. I got stuck in that somewhere, some way along the way. So I created a couple of membership communities along the way that were really hands off. The Direct Sales Success Academy is not like that. We're really hands-on. I'm there almost every week doing a live training with you. Lisa's there 1 week doing a Q&A session with you. Crystal's there doing a strategy session with you right off the bat to set your business off onto the right path for the first 90 days. And if you're a yearly member, you have sessions with Crystal all throughout the time that you are with the Direct Sales Success Academy. So she's holding you accountable. She's tweaking your plan. She's making it better for you. It's fucking beautiful. I don't know why I didn't think of this a long time ago, but I've got it now. You have to make sure that you're thinking in terms of connection with every single thing you do. These are the 3 steps to really take it over the top, you guys. All right. So if you missed what we're talking about here, because it's so competitive, you've got to have your 90-day blueprint that you follow that sets yourself apart. 2, you have to make sure you're thinking in terms of connection with everything you do. Crystal is very awesome. She is, or she would not be a coach for my company. I am very particular about that. And the other thing I want you to do is ask yourself these questions. What problem do others have that my product solves? What problems do others have that my product solves? Direct sellers for me, I'm so lucky because no other direct sales coach I've heard swears. I do. Boom. That sets me apart and gets your attention. Yeah, buddy. 2, I care so much about you that I will do anything to help you change your fucking life and your business. I'm going to hook arms with you. I'm going to push you to greatness. You can ask any person who has been a client of mine, a one-on-one client of mine, have been in my world for a long time. That is my jam. That is my sweet spot. Reaching deep in you, helping you find that badass bitch that lives within you, and helping you build the life and the business you love from that place. So that's a problem that you have, is you're floundering, right? You're out there. You can't figure it out. You're paying for coaches training. You're doing your best to implement your company's training, and it's not working. Mine does work. I know that. For most of the people who train, trust, and implement. You have to do those three things. It doesn't just work because I'm badass. You have to actually implement it. Yay, Crystal! Crystal's been with me for years and she's still learning things. So, what problem do others have that your product solves? You move forward speaking that language and it makes a world of difference in getting people to pay attention. What trainings are you missing in your business to help you have the success you're looking for? So these are the three questions you're asking. Okay, so let me go back. Let's make sure we're on the same page. You're asking yourself, what problems do others have that your products solve? Think about the problems. You could write the problems out at the top of the paper and then draw lines down to products, down, what product solves, down, what product solves, down. Oh, wait, this product solves 3 of those problems, boom. And then you build your demonstration based on solving problems. You present the problem in your demonstration, you solve the problem with your product. You present the problem in your demonstration, you solve the problem with your product. That is the easiest way to sell you will ever learn in your life. You're running out of parties? Here's 8 ways to book parties. You're sick of your life feeling like a shit show? I'm gonna flip your life upside down. Do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do that. Boom, it's gonna make a world of difference. And I can flip your life upside down like in a great way in 48 hours. Isn't that crazy? So I already know, like I can tell you, your problem is you're running like a chicken with its head cut off. You're struggling to balance your life and your business. Your husband thinks your business is some fucking hobby that's sucking up money. You're putting all your time into it. You're not getting any results. You're missing time with your children. You feel like you're running here, running there, doing this, doing that, juggling all the balls in the air of life. And for what? Because your business isn't performing. That's why you're here. Am I right or am I wrong? Write it in the comments, right or wrong. It's fine. If I'm wrong, type wrong. If I'm right, type right. Let's see how close I am. Next, what training am I missing in my business to help me have the success I'm looking for? We are all missing training in our businesses. Please understand, me included. Right now, I'm working with the most baddest ass coach that I could have at this point in time in my business, in my life, and she is teaching me all the things I need to know right now. Yes, ma'am, your coach has a coach. Why? Because if you're not learning and growing, you're dying. And that is another quote by Anthony Robbins. I cannot not have a coach. I did it for a chunk of time and everything fucking fell apart. I have to have that guidance. I have to have that thing that helps me think bigger. And most of you guys do too. That's why you're here. Oh, I guess it's only 2 questions. So here's a few things to remember. Use the phrasing along with the beads to book 2 parties at every party. Take that $50 bonus, choose 2 dates within the next 2 weeks to 30 days to send out a text message to get bookings instead of making phone calls, and you're going to skyrocket your booking results that you get. Use the 8-step for vendor events to book parties right there on the spot, you guys. So let's talk about what you learned. Easy strategies that are working right now to help you quickly and easily book 2 parties at every party. So you also learn proven strategies to book parties without ever having to make phone calls again. So you learn beads, you learn texting. By the way, when I get to your favorite thing that you learned, I want you to type it in the chat box. So here they are right here. You could type beads if that was your favorite, texting if that was your favorite, how to skyrocket your vendor event booking so that each event you do is worth your time and money. You type 8 steps right there, or you could type vendor, right? How to book, sell, and recruit online without feeling pushy or having to waste hours of your time. Follow this whole webinar because remember, online to book and sell and recruit is connection, adding value, make an offer, cashing in. That's it. 4 steps. Connection, adding value, making an offer, cashing in. Then step 5, you learn how to turn your Facebook contacts into cash. Add value. Hello. Discovering the most powerful direct sales strategies on Facebook that will give you loads of bookings, sales, and recruits in any area that you want to do business. Build relationships. Stop focusing on the sell. Stop focusing on the booking. Stop focusing on the recruit lead. Talk to fucking people as people. And guess what happens? Everything changes. Often more profitable to do the exact polar opposite of what everyone else is doing. Online parties, not Facebook parties. And my money making direct sales strategy, which was a quick look at how you can tie together everything you learned today into a proven system that works, which are the 3 steps plus the couple of tips that I had for you. So the steps were that 90-day plan, figuring out what people's problem are and solving it, and then putting that into your party flow. If you do these things, you will never have to worry about looking at an empty calendar, where the next booking is going to come from, fighting with your husband because your business isn't a real business, right? And it's costing you more than you make. I'm sure we've all had those conversations. You won't have to worry about how you're going to pay your bills or getting a job and missing out on your kid's life. I hear that all the time. All the time. If I can't make this work, I'm going to have to get a job. And I don't want to do that because I want to stay at home. Then if you don't want to do that, you have to invest in accelerated training with a badass coach like me. If I wasn't badass at what I do, I wouldn't make all this fucking effort. It took Daniel and I 3 weeks, 12 to 14-hour days to rebuild this membership community. I could have just sold the shit that I had over and over and over again. But I don't want you to go get a job. I don't want you to not have the success. I don't want you to not have the accountability. So I did what I needed to do to give you what you need, but you got to meet me, right? All you need to make this happen are proven systems that you can follow. You know, that's one. Specific ways to book parties that work, you guys. Yay! I'm so glad you loved it, Lisa. Verbiage that gets people to take action and book parties. One of the things that people love the most about me is in all of my training, I give you verbiage. And it's like everything's mapped out step by step. You know exactly what to say when. It makes it so much easier. And then once you have those things together, you need to consistently do those things that you know work. This last thing right here is what either keeps people staying with me or coming back. Because they know that my training works. And in order to stay consistent, you have to be here. You have to. Otherwise, you fall off and you stop doing what you're supposed to do. Heather Sickle. Just kidding. I'm just giving you shit. She can handle it. She's been in my world a long time. It's not a big deal. Did you know that every single party you do can lead to 127 more parties? All you need to do is make sure that you're doing the booking beads and following my ordering station magic to book people, plus texting. Those 3 things, you can take one party and link 127 parties from that one party. The problem is you guys book one party and you have no idea how to keep going from that party. You can fire your boss if you're sick of being stressed out at your day job. Yeah, they will be emailed to you. The slides will be emailed to you, Cleo. Free vacations are closer than you think. You can literally go to the grocery store and leave the calculator at home. Having that peace of mind of knowing that you have more money than month. This was so hard for me when I was first in direct sales and I was getting all the shit. I could not figure out how to have more money than month with the efforts that I was making based on what I was being taught and what I was being shown. And, you know, most importantly, you can prove to yourself that you can do this. And all of this, you guys, is just the beginning. So Joyce, once she started coaching with me, in just 2 months, she sold $2,292. That's more than she did in the entire 5 months previous. Karen, as soon as she started with me, within the first 30 days, she was able to book 11 parties and quadrupled her income in 1 month, you guys. Tia was at that time consistently booking 8 to 10 parties a month and profiting a minimum of $1,500 a month, rocking her business. This was before she started working with me. Once she started working for me at that time, her business skyrocketed, because when you hang out in my world, it like totally blows everything up, right? Now she built her entire Perfectly Posh business. She changed from one company to another, built it from the ground up, and was able to absolutely build her Perfectly Posh business to way higher levels than her Norwex business ever was, because she had the training. She knew it and followed it. Now, this is not theory, you guys. It actually works. And it's the exact strategy that I've personally used to keep my own calendar full of 16 parties per month, sell 10,000 plus per month in personal sales, and provide a living for my family. But it's more importantly, it's worked for thousands of direct sellers just like you who have implemented it and gotten the exact same results. You do have to take action to make it work, though. It's not just like, oh, you get there and do some things and not do other things and it's going to work. No, you have to get in there. You have to grind. You have to make it happen. Like, you have to implement it. Like I said, train, trust, and implement, and then it will work. And it doesn't work for everybody all the time, but the consistency is what makes this work this time, that didn't work that time, this worked that time, that didn't work that time, but now it worked. What the heck? You just keep going, the consistency of it, right? By being here today, though, you've already made the decision to make the change and do something something right now for your business. Your experience level right now, though, just so you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're brand new to direct sales or you're a vet. It's all about taking one step at a time and following a system that works, okay? So now you guys are probably thinking, all right, Alishia, how do I get started? You know, what do I do? Now, today I gave you my 8 proven secrets to fill your calendar with parties, which was just a peek into staying consistently booked, reaching your goals from those parties, and building your business even bigger. And because I took even extra time with you guys today, I'm quote unquote over the time the world says I should do webinars, but I took extra time to give you guys extra injections of information. So I hope you loved that, because I could have banged through this in 45 minutes, sold you my shit, and we could all be off of here, right? But I wanted to make sure that I took the time with you to help you understand some of it. That's why we went back and repeated some slides. I'm not here to be perfect. I'm here to change your life. And if that takes a little bit longer than what the industry standard says a webinar should be, that's what we're going to do. Can I get a hell yeah? All right, you have a choice to make, love it, Dove. Do you want to lose $2,500 in added profit? Or do you want to make the needed changes to profit $2,500 plus? I want you to shout that out in the comments for me. Do you want to lose or do you want to profit? That's the choice that you're making right at this moment. Lose $2,500 plus or profit $2,500 plus. Lose, profit, lose, profit, lose, profit, lose, profit. Shout that out. Here's the thing. While you guys are responding to this, I want to say this. I practice what I preach. I have hired consistently. I've hired coaches when I had my last money in the bank account, when I should have taken that money for something else. Over and over and over again, I have done that. And can I tell you, it has always been worth it, because I always made that decision based on what I needed at that moment. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do everything the coach says, and I'm going to make it happen. And that's what I did, you guys. So again, I want you to know, like, I never came from a place where I had this extra money, or like, you know, my husband's got it taken care of over here, so I'm doing it over here. I have an amazing husband. I do. I want you guys to know that. He's awesome. He homeschools the children. He loves me where I am all the time. You know, it's just he went to war and had PTSD. And so our dynamic is different than a lot of households. And you can do it, right? If I can take my last $900 to hire a coach that helped me and taught me and trained me to take my company to $500,000. That was a huge leap of faith. Last $900. $900! But it wasn't just like one $900 payment, you know? That was the first payment, right? All right, here we go. Everybody said profit because you guys are smart. So let me talk to you all about the Direct Sales Success Academy. Hang out with me. You guys, this is my baby, and I have to show it to you. God, we work so hard. You have no idea. We work so hard. Okay. Direct Sales Success Academy. Here we go. So it's built on the 5 pillars of direct sales success. Okay. So what happens is every single member, no matter what level you do, you have access to 35 weeks of training where you learn all these 5 pillars and how to implement them in your business the smart way. I always talk about teaching you direct sales the smart way, because anybody can teach you direct sales. But if you're pulling out your fucking hair, you're miserable, you're overwhelmed, and you can't get results from it, you're not learning it the smart way, right? So pillar number 1 is all about bookings. That's where you learn all my secrets to book parties online and offline so that you never run out of bookings again. Pillar number 2 is hostess coaching and Facebook. The key to hostess coaching for $1,000 parties, plus the skinny on turning your Facebook into a cash machine. All of that happens in pillar 2. Pillar 3 is selling, how to easily sell $1,000 per party without being pushy and in a way that feels fun and effortless. Pillar 4 is recruiting and mindset. Step-by-step training to easily add 2+ people to your team per month, plus the mindset you need to lead your team to greatness. And pillar number 5 is team leadership. My magic formula for leading your team without burning out while also maintaining your own personal business. So many times I hear that as soon as you start recruiting, your business goes down. I'm going to teach you how to make that not happen. So let's look at these pillars a little bit more closely. Pillar number 1, booking parties, is week 1 through 7. You're going to learn Facebook bookings, in-home party bookings, vendor event bookings, how to have more time, right? There's some mindset that's structuring your calendar and all of that. The launch party blueprint, so you can either do hostess appreciation parties, launch your business right, or relaunch your business. How to do online parties, and my 2 ultimate parties, ultimate online and ultimate in-home parties. You learn all of that, pillar 1, and in your first 7 weeks in the academy. Pillar number 2 is hostess coaching and Facebook, which is week 8 through 14. I teach you how to hostess coach for in-home parties, for catalog parties, how to understand Facebook, maximizing your efforts on Facebook, how to build your biz on Facebook, and to boost your Facebook results. It's crazy. We go deep dive. There's lots of training in subcategories in each of these weeks. So much fabulousness. In pillar number 3, that's where I teach you how to sell like a rock star. That's week 15 through 21. How to create a sales plan, how to create your own club and auto ship program, how to boost your sales, how to create a powerful demonstration that kicks major ass for $1,000 parties, how to do flash sales online, custom bundles, and how to sell without being pushy. That all happens in pillar number 3. Pillar number 4 was recruiting and mindset. This is week 22 through 28. Why is it so far out? Because you need to learn everything else before you start building a team and bringing them into this world. So we talk about how to recruit 2 people per party, how to follow up with those recruit leads, how to run recruit interviews, how to recruit on Facebook, and then we go right into mindset, protecting your power, lighting a fire under your own business, and how to be intentional with your recruiting every single week. Whether you have a party or not, intentional recruiting helps you recruit online, specifically on Facebook. Facebook's great for recruiting. Pillar number 5, and the last pillar in the 5 pillars for direct sales success, is leadership and organization, which it's really just leadership, but there is some organizational things that I put in here to really help you be able to manage your entire business. So pillar number 5, we talk about branding your team, creating incentives for your team, getting your team off to a powerful start, controlling your schedule, leading your team without burning out, the 12 steps that you must take to build $1 million team, and how to build leaders within your team. Because nothing is worse than having a whole bunch of people on your front line or even in your down line, like levels deep, but you don't have any leaders for you to advance leadership levels. I show you how to do all of that. So in addition to that, there's monthly strategy sessions with myself where I hold you up accountable and help you take deeper dives into the training, plus give you some advanced training techniques. There's monthly Q&A sessions with our resident liaison, Lisa. Monthly one-on-one rock seat sessions is what they're called. 3 members a month will get live one-on-one coaching sessions with myself. You get access to 9 past strategy sessions. You can go right in, listen to the strategy sessions. They'll give you that jump start. You get access to the free community. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about that. 35 weeks of training, weekly massive action plans, and more, depending on which membership you get. All of this is valued at over $15,000. All 7 years of my blood, sweat, and tears are in the Direct Sales Success Academy, you guys. So amazing. So bonus number 1 for joining the Academy is the Double Your Profits Biz Pack, okay? So it has 9 different trainings on all areas, including the 5 pillars of direct sales success. So 9 different trainings that I've done over the years, just badass with biz explosions. I've never re-recorded these trainings because they have such badass training in them that I don't think I could recreate them. So Double Your Profits Biz Pack, which include coaching your hostess, reducing your cancellations and reschedules, leading your team without burning out, creating that strong foundation for your team. Oh, Lisa! Oh, I'm so excited for it. Building stock without breaking the bank, stopping you from making excuses, getting out of your own way, recruiting like a freaking rock star, and staying fully booked. That is bonus number 1. Bonus number 2 is how to make money on Facebook. It's one of my most raved about and purchased programs in the history of Rockstar Direct Sales. You are getting that for free by joining the Direct Sales Success Academy right now. So why people are not responding to your promotions and voiding you like a plague, that's one thing you're going to learn. Why puking your business all over Facebook is killing your business. How to use Facebook to promote your business and actually get results. Step-by-step processes with scripts, how you respond to people, how you build relationships with people on Facebook. All of that is in this pack. The exact formula to create posts that gets people taking action, and that step-by-step process to turn your Facebook contacts into cash. So that's bonus number 2. The real world value of these 2 bonuses is over $1,400, and you're getting them absolutely free. So you got the Direct Sales Success Academy at $15,000 value, the Double Your Profit Biz Pack at $1,000 value, and How to Make Money on Facebook at the $4,000 value. That's $16,400 in bonuses, plus all the other fab saucery of the Direct Sales Success Academy. So it starts at $56 a month. So let me come over here for you guys. And I highly recommend that you click this link that is in your screen right now, because this is the shortened page with the information. You can get in there, look at it. It has everything you need right there in a pretty short page. If you go to rockstarbookingmachine.com, if you're the type of person that needs to read everything, you've got the long page of information there. Again, that's rockstarbookingmachine.com. Now, for the first 3 people for taking fast action, I have fast action bonuses for you, but it's only available for the first 3 people. So you are going to want to move your booty. Click the button. It'll open up in a new screen. You can keep listening to me. Okay, so first fast action bonus is the Inner Power Success Formula, where you stop sabotaging your success so that you can start seeing some real results in your business. Use fear to motivate you to take chances on yourself and your business. Okay, so instead of fear holding you back, in the Inner Power Success Formula, I'm going to show you how to have it motivate you. It's going to teach you how to set clear intentions that will lead you to exactly what you want, and also finding solutions in the challenges that you face so that you can use those solutions to build a thriving business. A lot of times when we start hitting walls in our business, we make those stop us, right, from taking action and moving forward. But in this way, I'm going to show you, okay, you have a challenge. Here's the solution. Use the solution to build that thriving business. That way, you're not stopped in your tracks anymore. And lastly, you're going to learn how to give more to yourself than you do to other people, so that you always have more than enough to give. More than anything, this last thing right here is everything. So that's fast action bonus number 1. Fast action bonus number 2, remember these are only available for the first 3 people, is a one-on-one coaching session with myself, where I will build your 90-day direct sales biz blueprint with you. All right. So with the Direct Sales Success Academy, the Biz Pack, the How to Make Money on Facebook, plus the, I gotta do so much better with my freaking slides. I am human. Okay. Anyways, fast action bonus number 1 of the Inner Power Success Formula, and 2, working with me to create your biz blueprint, $17,650 value. And again, it starts at $56 a month. So all you're going to do is click the link that's right in the chat, or if you want a longer page, you can go to rockstarbookingmachine.com to check it out. Now, really quick, I want to do a screen share with you, because what the heckle wreck? Why does it have that there? I want to do a screen share with you so that I can show you the different membership options, because I think that's important. But really quick, I want to know, which pillar are you guys most excited to learn? So shout that out in the comments. What pillar are you most excited to dive into? Okay, so here is the Direct Sales Success Academy full-on information page. This video just talks to you a little bit about, you know, some of the stuff we talked about today, but really and truly, you guys don't need this video. I highly recommend you just click from the offer button that's right in the screen, because again, that's going to take you to the shortened page. And actually, why don't we just do that really quick? Sorry, you guys, I know this is, oh, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. It's hard to look at that. So here we go. This is the shortened page. So simple systems to build your direct sales business bigger. I'm going to personally show you first pillar is all about how to book more parties without making phone calls, without using your list of 100 and leaving your friends and family alone. We've already talked about all of this stuff. So I want to talk to you about the different plans here that I feel is extremely important. But remember, I want you guys to shout out in the chat box, which one of these pillars are you most excited for? Okay. So I can get an idea. So I have the Academy broken down into 3 memberships. The membership that gives you all the things, access to it all, plus you get kits and packs absolutely free, is the Powerful Plan. The Powerful Plan comes with your monthly strategy session. You get access to 9 strategy sessions. You're joining the monthly 20-minute one-on-one Rock Seat coaching. You get invited to the Q&A sessions. You're getting invited to the community, plus 35 weeks of training, weekly massive action plan, and the handouts. As you guys can see, all of the membership levels have all of these, okay? So it doesn't matter if you do the party plan, the popular plan, or the powerful plan, you have access to all of these things. Now, how you get access is what changes. So the power plan, which is the highest level, you have access to everything, like I said, plus you get access to my Academy done for you packs and kits, and access to all of the training at once. What makes the popular plan a little bit different is you get access to 7 weeks or 1 pillar at a time. Then with the party plan, you get access to 1 week at a time. See right here, it says it's weekly time released. So that's the main differences between these 3 at the beginning. And the popular plan and the party plan, this one and this one, you will be paying for the packs and kits in addition to your training. Okay, so this is where it starts to change. You can see over here, which is where we're at right now, which is the powerful plan. You get access to 4 7-day challenges to help you inject your business with cash fast. You also get access to 8 training courses, with each have 4 modules to help you elevate your direct sales business above everyone else. You also get access to live power boost sessions. These are like co-working sessions. They should be called get shit done sessions. These are great if you're the type of person who need accountability. The other thing you get is 5 power camp trainings, okay? And they're 4 to 8 weeks long, and they're filled with badass advanced techniques to help you build a $100,000 a year direct sales business. You are getting this in the powerful plan. You get access, like I said, to the kits and packs. You're going to get a free quarterly one-on-one session and special freebies for my live Rockstar Direct Sales events. If you look here, the popular plan also has the challenges, the courses, and the power boost sessions, but you do not get the power camps, and you have to pay for the packs and kits. You also don't get the quarterly one-on-one sessions or the specials and freebies for the live events. With the party plan, which is the lowest level membership, you don't get any of the things from here down. So no challenges and courses, none of the Biz Power Boost sessions, none of the power camps. You don't get free access to the packs and kits, but you can pay for them. You don't get the quarterly one-on-ones or the freebies. Now, if you do the yearly plan in any of these, you'll see there's some extra benefits for going up to the yearly plan. But I've also put the bonuses here on this page for you, the value of the bonuses. It's not the Facebook Mastery Bundle. It is the Inner Power Success Bundle. I've done both, and you guys have way better results with the Mastery Bundle just in your life and helping you. Plus, the Facebook Mastery Bundle is actually already in the Academy, so it wouldn't make sense to give that to you for free when it's already in there. Whoa! You're looking at me. I wasn't prepared for you to be staring at me. So, you guys, oh my gosh, you're going to make me go through all of these again. Oh, look, it brought me right back there. You can either click that sign up offer right there in the window, which is what I suggest, or go to rockstarbookingmachine.com. The highest level membership is $127 a month, and you can cancel anytime, you guys. There is no minimum. Okay, like there's no contract, there's no commitment. You can cancel anytime. There are some great perks at the $127 level because you're not paying for the packs and kits. You have full access. You have access to all the power camps. Plus, I'm redoing the entire Party Plan Power Camp that you would already have access to, you guys. The Party Plan Power Camp itself is $500 that the Power Plan members get for free, right? So that's the highest level membership, the Power Plan. The middle level membership, which is the popular plan, because it's the most popular, is $76 a month. And you have everything up to the power camps. You don't have free access to the kits and packs, those things that I showed you. And you get released a pillar at a time, which is 7 weeks at a time. So the power plan, you have access to everything. You can just go in and train wherever you want. Popular plan is time released 7 weeks or a pillar at a time. And then you've got the party plan, which is released 1 week at a time. So the reason why I have these 3 membership levels is because financially, a lot of people will start at the party plan, and that's a great place because you get a week of training that opens at a time, and it keeps you training in order and the natural attrition of building your business, right? Popular plan's great because you might have my personality type where you're going to train faster and you want to be able to get through it all faster. So I would actually go with the power plan because I want access to it all. I want to be able to go to what I want when I want. I don't want to have to wait for it. So that's why I would go with the power plan. But the popular plan is popular because it's that middle ground. You get a little bit of the best of both worlds. You have more training opening at a time, and you get some of the extra benefits there, including the courses and the challenges, which are really, really awesome and a great benefit to have. So now I'm going to open it up. If you guys have any questions for me, please drop them in the chat box. I'm here to answer any questions that you have. I want to make sure that if you need clarity on anything, anything like that, that I get that done for you. So just shout it out in the comments. Also, don't, like, you got to be in or you got to be out. Like fence sitting, if you think about recruit leads, like what is the point in sitting on the fence? Like it doesn't get anywhere. There's no commitment. So you need to be in or you need to be out. Even if you're in at the party plan level, which is the lowest level, at least you get started there and we move up from there. Let me give you, I can just post it here for you really quick. And listen, if you guys, this is something that I want to mention. Here you go. In the comments, I'll make it a sticky message. So it's right at the top for you guys. Is it working for everyone else? Listen, so if you guys are in my Bab Lab, which is my old membership area, you choose what membership area you want here, and we will adjust you accordingly. You're not going to pay both fees. So if you're in the Bab Lab and you want to be, you come in, you choose what membership area you want to be in, and we'll move it from there. That's fine. I love that you love me, Nikki, even if it was a creepy way. I am totally good with that. Okay, so you guys can go to rockstarbookingmachine.com. You can click the link that's in the description of the chat. Either way, you guys can go there. You can sign up. Here's my promise to you, though. Here's what I want to say to you guys right now. Woohoo! Welcome, Candace. What? You're welcome, Amy. This academy, the way you don't want to be in the Bab Lab. The Bab Lab is nothing. You want to be in the Direct Sell Success Academy. I'm actually getting ready right now, LaRonda, to tell you why and how. I mean, why? I already told you how. Click the link, get in the Direct Sell Success Academy, pick what level you want. This is why you want to be in this academy. This is why I built this academy. I have structured it in such a way that I am there with you, basically hooked, arm hooked. Because I show up every week to coach you live on Zoom, except for the Q&A week. That's my week off, and Lisa's going to handle Q&A. Okay, so I'm showing up every week. I've structured this academy so you don't have to nickel and dime yourself, right? Because most of the stuff that's in the academy now, people have had to buy separate from here, from here, from here. And they've invested $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 because I had all of these rock camps over here at $50 a pop, and all of these one-off trainings over here between $27 and $97 a pop. You're very welcome, LaRonda. If you are in the Direct Sales Success Academy, you have so many of those. And if you come in at the power plan level, you don't even buy the kits and packs. But if you come in at any of the other levels, you would be buying the kits and packs. But let me tell you something, I price them very low. Most of the kits and packs are $27. You will find $77 ones, and that's because those are actually physically mailed to you. And so I have to charge a little bit more. So my hostess coaching, my catalog hostess coaching, my vendor kit, and then the Rockstar Success System, they're more. Yeah, you can upgrade at any time. I mean, you can downgrade at any time too, but it doesn't make sense because if you downgrade, the cluster fuckery that would have to happen to put you at the right week at where you were would suck. So you would start over at week 1, unfortunately, because how would we know where to put you, right? So if you're at the highest level power plan and you downgrade to party plan, you just have to start over at week 1 because you're not really somewhere, right? And if you wanted to start where you left off, then why wouldn't you just stay in the power plan? So just so you know, any downgrading starts you over, right? But upgrading is always great because it's giving you more access. That's just being completely honest. Okay. So I built this so I'm in your business. I'm there because that's what I love. I never was more miserable than when I was behind the scenes making and quote unquote chasing the money. I was never more miserable. And I'm so excited because you guys are going to see me a lot more live on Facebook. You'll be seeing me a lot in the academy. I'll be live once a week teaching you something or helping you implement something that you're learning. Candace had the pleasure of being in my Party Plan Profit School. So Candace, I'm kind of talking to you directly. If any of you guys, I know Amy was in the Party Plan Profit School as well. You guys know how tight knit that was and how I was there every week and how good it felt to be able to get your questions answered and get customized training for your company and your business. That's how the academy is built across the board. How cool is that? So you come on, I'm doing this training, I'm teaching you something, and it's I can now apply it to your company and your business so you can take that and implement it. That to me is so badass. There's nothing else I've designed that is as badass as this. And I just love it because I get to be there. I'm sorry this was so long, you guys. Literally, I don't like to make these webinars longer than about an hour, 20 minutes, hour, 30 minutes. But there was so much detail that I was doing my best to give you that it got longer. So I hope you guys are okay with that. So what is your question though, Lisa? So share with me what your question is and I can give you some clarification on, what I suggest you do, why I suggest you do it, sort of thing. Yeah. So what's your exact question? Is it, how can I continue to do those plus do this sort of thing? Probably, but I want to make sure. Any other questions, you guys? Shout them out in the chat box. Remember, you are getting the Double Your Profits Biz Pack bonus, the How to Make Money on Facebook, the Inner Power Success Bundle. If you're one of the first 3, we're mapping out your success blueprint with me. You can start at any of the different levels. It's totally up to you. The popular plan is the popular plan because it's popular. That's the place where a lot of people have stayed. And I know it's the popular plan because I've had lots of different membership areas. And that's usually just what people choose. But just start where you feel most connected. And we just go from there. Okay. So you can click the link that's in the chat or you can go to rockstarbookingmachine.com. It's all detailed out for you there, step by step. At rockstarbookingmachine.com with as much information as I could possibly give you. Yeah. Lisa, you didn't come back. So here's what I'm going to say, Lisa. If you start with the party plan or the popular plan, along with the 90-day direct sales jumpstart, I feel like those two, either one of those 2 membership areas along with the jumpstart is going to help you get more of what you need to succeed. But what it also does is there's some audios or there's some videos. So you might get an email that talks about something, and then inside of the academy, there might be an audio, right? Because the Jumpstart is just emails. So if the audio is with it, it might help you understand it a little bit more. Actually, they complement each other really well, because one is like audios and transcripts and handouts and all the things. And one is just like an email daily, like accountability. Here's the training, implement it. Here's the training, implement it. But you're not getting like a lot of scripts and graphics and all of that sort of thing. It's definitely going to be personal preference, but that's my quick answer to your question for Sheezy. Yeah, I would do party plan or a popular plan. I like popular plan a little bit more for you so that you are able to move through a little bit faster. Yeah. Oh, okay, sounds good. Go to bed. Sorry, I know it's so late. It's 11 o'clock. Like I said, I apologize. I got to get this shorter, but I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you loved it. Check your email. The slides are coming to you. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to just shoot me a message on Facebook. I'm here to answer your questions. I want you to get in what's, in a place that's best for you. $56 is a no-brainer. You're going to waste that in the next 30 days on eating out or random shit anyways. You might as well put it into your business, okay? I'm so excited for you guys. I'm so excited for the Academy. I need every single one of you that get into the Academy tonight to shoot me a message and tell me what you think. Daniel and I work so hard, and we're just so excited for your guys' feedback and what you think. All right, you guys, I will talk to you later. Thank you for hanging out with me. We'll see you soon. Bye.